Imagine you visit a website and your browser flashes the warning, not secure. Would you stay on that site? Probably not. Neither would your customers or users. Now here's the reality. Anytime you connect on unsecured websites, your data is at risk. That's why SSL and TLS are non-negotiable in today's world. They are the backbone of HTTPS and the reason we trust websites with our informations. But what is here SSL and TLS? How do they secure your website and how can you implement them for your projects? Well, just stick around because in the next few minutes we are breaking it all down step by step in the simplest way possible. Let's get started. So what's the difference between SSL, TLS, and HTTPS? SSL is the older version of TLS. This adds a layer of security to HTTP protocol, making it HTTPS. So HTTPS is the secure version of HTTP. So let's start with the basics. Why does SSL and TLS even matter? When you connect to a website over HTTP, everything you send, both your password, your credit card details, or any personal information travels in plain text. That means that anyone on the network can see it, including the attackers. But with HTTPS, SSL and TLS creates an encrypted tunnel between your browser and the server. This makes it nearly impossible for attackers to eavesdrop on your data. To take off SSL and TLS like a digital handshake between you and the website. It ensures three things. One is encryption. It makes sure that your data is scrambled so that only the intended recipients can read it. Two is authentication. It will make you know that the website is legit and not an imposter. Three is data integrity. It makes sure that the data you send or receive hasn't been tampered with during transit. Now let's talk about the SSL and TLS handshake. It is like a digital negotiation between your browser and the server where they decide how to talk securely. For the first step, the browser says hello and lists the encryption protocols and algorithm it supports. It's basically saying, here's how I can communicate securely. What do you support? Now the server responds with each choice of encryption method and sends its certificate. So this certificate contains the server public key and proves that the server is legit. Your browser will then validate the certificate and check if the certificate is signed by a trusted authority, if it hasn't expired, and if it matches the domain we are visiting. If it is valid, the handshake continues. So the next step, the client uses the server public key to encrypt a pre-master key. So this is like a temporary secret. Only the server can decrypt this using its private key. Together they use this to generate a session key. So this session key is a symmetric key, meaning that both sides use it to encrypt and decrypt all future communication. It is super fast and efficient for ongoing data exchange. Now with the session key in place, all communication is encrypted and secured. And that's how SSL and TLS work. Public and private key establish trust. Then the session key secures the data and everything works seamlessly in the background. So next time you see the log icon on a website, you know exactly what's happening behind the scene. So how do you actually get SSL up and running on your website? There are three main types of SSL certificate validation. You have the domain validation, the organization validation, and the extended validation. So for the domain validation, this is the most basic type. The certificate authority only verifies that you own the domain. It is quick and affordable, so it is perfect for blogs or small personal sites. Next is organization validation. Here, the CA not only verifies the domain, but also checks the organization details, like your company name and address. So this is better for small business or internal apps. And then the extended validation. This is the highest level of validation. Here, the CA performs a detailed check of your organization, and when approved, your website displays the company's name in the browser's address bar. So this adds a strong layer of trust, especially for e-commerce or financial platforms. Now let's talk about where to get these certificates. For domain validation, you can use open source like Let's Encrypt. It is free, automated, and perfect for personal or small projects. For organizational or extended validation, you want to go with a trusted certificate authority like GDCert or Global Sign. And if you are using a cloud provider like AWS or Azure, you can leverage their inbuilt SSL certificate managers. And there you have it, a complete breakdown of SSL, TLS, and HTTPS, all the way from why it's essential to how you can set it up for your projects. We talked about securing the websites, the different types of validation, and even the tools to make it happen. So if you have a question, drop it in the comment section and let me know what the next topic you do like me to break down. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss more awesome DevOps tutorial. Until next time, keep building, keep learning, and stay secure.